Um, this is not a makeup video. As you can tell, I'm kind of barefaced and my eyes are really puffy right now. Something really bad has happened. Actually really similar to I Am Grapes video, Tao. I know if you're watching this, I totally understand how you feel now. I was watching her video a few weeks ago, and you know, when I watched her video I was like, wow, I could not possibly understand how she feels. Well, now I do. Because yesterday, my chihuahua, Boba, when you guys saw my video last night at around like 6 o'clock, he got captured by a coyote in the canyon, and he was taken away from my mom while she was walking him. So pretty much, yeah. So pretty much what happened was my mom was walking him, and I live in National City by a bunch of canyons, and if you walk right out front in the front of my house, it's a canyon, literally. So we don't usually go that far to walk the dogs. We just let them go right in front of our house. And Boba was peeing near the very edge where there's the rocks, where because there's bushes and rocks right up against the very edge. So like, here's our house and it goes down, and here's the road, and then right down here is the canyon, and he was like right here and he was peeing on like a rock. And my mom said that she was only like 3 feet away from him, and then, you know, she turned around to look at JD, my pug, and all of a sudden she heard Boba scream, and not just like a regular scream, but like a dying scream. So she turned around and she started running towards him, but he was gone already. And so like, we know it's a coyote because the coyotes have been coming around our neighborhood every day. And like a month ago, the coyote was following my mom, but the dogs were in front of my mom. The coyote was behind my mom, so it couldn't get to the dogs. So my mom, when she turned around to look at the coyote, she scared it away because she ran after it. And she made a really loud noise, and I guess that same coyote has been watching for a free time to get my dogs. But the thing is, like, it was right in front of my house, you know, like, she wasn't even that far away. It just jumped out, grabbed him, and then went back into the canyon. And so last night I was at my boyfriend's house when this happened. We came home and we were looking for him. We came home, like, even if I just find his remains, like, I want to find his remains. Like, it hurts enough to know that he was eaten. Like, it's so different. It's one thing if like your dog dies of old age or like sickness or something, but it's totally different if he was like another animal's meal. Yesterday we took a flashlight and we went down into the canyon and we were looking for him, but couldn't find anything. And then today, while it was raining, it's raining right now, I went in and I couldn't find anything. But like last night, my brother was outside for like 4 hours, 5 hours, 4 or 5 hours, and he saw like a coyote. Like, he was throwing chicken down the canyon so that he could bait it. So he was gonna try to hurt it. And the coyote saw the meat, and it was standing on the other side of the canyon. Like, it was facing us. It was sitting on like grass, and it was waiting for us to go away. But it never came up. And like and 2 days ago it attacked my neighbor's dogs. We didn't know that, but it attacked 2 of the poodles. And so yeah, it still hasn't really hit me yet. I still feel like he'll be scratching at my door just trying to come in. It was so weird last night, like it didn't feel real. And then like what's worse is like my pug JD, she knows what happened to him, so like she's so sad. She was crying too, and like I was crying, and like she came up to me and she started licking my hand, and she was laying next to me. I never let my dogs lick my hand, and they know never to lick my hand, but she kept licking my hand. And then JD kept sniffing my blankets because Boba sleeps with me. And so my blankets smell like Boba, so she kept looking for him underneath the blankets, but he wasn't underneath. And then JD would go to my mom's room and look for Boba, but he wasn't there. So she'd go to my brother's room, and all night she kept just going around and around. It's just not right. Because I researched what to do about it, and there's really nothing to do about it. Animal control isn't gonna do anything. I called the Department of Game and Fish, or Fish and Game, and it was ridiculous. They had no idea. They were just like, well, you could hire like a hunter, like a licensed hunter, to kill the coyotes, but they have to get approval from us first or whatever. And it's like, why should I have to pay to get the coyotes removed when it's a public safety issue? I mean, it followed my mom, and then I was looking up other incidents, and you know, a few years back there were a lot of cases of coyotes attacking humans, and these coyotes, they're not normal because supposedly coyotes don't go in packs. Now they do. I mean, I've seen 2 or 3 of the coyotes sitting together, like, you know, when I'm coming home from my boyfriend's house. I see them under the trees, and they're hiding, they're waiting, they're just sitting there. And like my other neighbors have chickens, which makes it worse, because I've seen them sit in front of the chicken cages because that's what they want to eat. But they're saying that they really can't do anything about it, and that just makes no sense. If it's a public safety issue, and I mean, like, if you look in the news, like, if you look it up, there's been so many incidents of coyotes attacking toddlers and babies. It's like, why wouldn't the government do anything about it if it's a public safety issue? My neighbor has a 2-year-old, and if he goes out, and it's not only that, they don't even come out just in nighttime anymore. I see them in broad daylight, just walking around, and we have to scare them away. Most of the time I try to run them over with my car, but they're too fast. So, yeah, that's what's going on lately. So, sorry if I don't make any videos for a while, because I'm a little bit in shock right now, and this is actually like my first dog. I had a dog when I was younger, so I didn't really understand, but I used to think, like, how can people cry so much over pets? Well, jeez. So yeah, I guess I'll talk to you guys later. Just wanted to update you guys